What's up everybody, Nonpon here, and I wanted to cover the new event logistics that we have with the latest patch. Now, typically, these event logistics are just as good as what we already have, if not a little bit better. 5-star Shinjin's logistics were just as good as Amano. Haru's event logistics was a little bit better than the Thibis squad, depending on the conditions. And now we have the Amarna Squad, which is kind of like a replicant of the Twilight Squad. However, this is the first time ever where the event logistics is miles better than the ones that we already have. As a matter of fact, you should definitely spend a good amount of your time farming for a decent set of this logistic sets because we don't know, how long they're going to be gone for. So definitely commit some time to farming yourself a good set for this. Now, I'll go ahead and read it off for you. So the 2-piece on this logistics will increase your HP by 20%. 5-star Maxer will enjoy that. The 3-piece will give you 30% more ballistic damage when a support skill is used, and when that support skill hits the enemy, it will increase your attack by 20% for 1.5 seconds. Now, Kaguya is a very good user of this set. We used to run Twilight, but Kaguya will take advantage of this to its fullest extent. So that's what I'm running it on right now. That isn't to say that you can't also run Twilight with another support. As a matter of fact, I ran Twilight on my 4-star Maxer. For some reason, the Twilight Squad works for her when her support skill takes damage, but not for this set. It was kind of weird. But let me show you how it works here. I'll go ahead and go to like hard dash 5, and you can see the buff pop up when it's inflicting damage. Because it's a very, very short duration, but if it's constantly hitting, it will continue the proc non-stop. Let me go ahead and show you here. You'll see in the bottom left corner here, you'll see like a square, and it's going to go really, really, really fast. And that's the 1.5 second buff refreshing itself. Okay? Oop, I don't know why I did that. Do this. And there you go. You can see it right there. The last buff is the one that's getting refreshed, and Yao is enjoying that extra attack buff. So that is very nice because the skill is constantly hitting the enemy. It will continuously refresh the duration. So that's very, very powerful. Now, I mentioned 4-star Maxers. Some people want to ask if she could use that set, and she would enjoy the HP for sure. But for some reason, it doesn't exactly work with her. And I can explain why here. Let me go ahead and show you. So this is the Twilight set first. Let me show you the Twilight set. Okay? So when I use the support skill, you can see that their resistance goes down for a little bit. And when I hit it, you can see for a split second that their resistance went down once again. All right, so Twilight does transfer from Maxer's blue orb to the enemy, right? That counts as damage because Twilight will lower resistance every time you attack with the support skill. But the new set doesn't work for her. It's very odd that it works for Twilight, but it doesn't work for this, which I definitely wanted to test because I enjoyed this character a lot. You guys already know that. So we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna use her support skill. You'll see that buff for a split second there, but when I attack the orb, that fast buff is not appearing. It is not appearing, even though it is transferring damage over. It is not appearing. As a matter of fact, it's only the Kaguya ability that's actually rocking that right now, because it's hitting the box. I guess the box counts as something that you can hit for the buff duration. I didn't even know that. That's funny. But yeah, for some reason, the blue orb does not, though. So right there, you get the split second buff, and then you attack it, and then you still don't get it. So Twilight works on 4-star Maxer. The new event logistics does not, unfortunately. So if you're thinking about using that with her, you can't. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So anyway, with these logistics, what subsets do you want to focus on if you are planning on using some time to get a good set? Okay, so the number one thing you should get if you're using at least 5-star Maxer is HP. You should get HP as high as you can. That's the number one thing. Okay, let me go ahead and pull it up here. So I have HP, right? The other one you want to look out for is skill haste, especially for 5-star Maxer, because her skill cooldown takes a long time, and improving the skill haste will reduce the cooldown of the ability. Now, if you are already powerful enough to where you can speedrun bosses and not use the skill a second time, this is going to apply to a very small percentage of players. you can use alignment index instead. But keep in mind, you need to get a max roll on alignment index where it gives you 100. Because then that way, when it comes down to a 5-star maxer, you can enjoy her duo's alignment, which will increase the crit damage by an extra 20% there. So that's something else you can do. So basically, when it comes to substats, HP, the most important, especially if you're using this character right here. Skill haste will apply to the majority of the players. Aim for that too. And then for a small percentage of players, you can also run alignment index for the extra damage from Maxer here. But that's going to do it for this video. Just want to give you a quick review on the new set. Please spend some amount of time farming yourself a good set here. It is RNG, it is frustrating, but you won't regret it, I promise. It is very powerful.